You know, I watched a slew of different types of interviews based off of your projects, but primarily not you. And I noticed that when I got to know you, there was this young man, right? But a young family man, and that's what allowed me to gravitate more, man.
Yeah,
You know, having kids, being married,
absolutely. Yes.
responsibilities of life. How do you find balance between being a full-fledged husband as well as a full-fledged father?
You know what? That's a good question. I don't get asked things like that a lot, but I really don't have an answer. It's one of those things where it's like I just give everything 100% of me, and it works out. Like I feel like all those things you just said are important. Your career, your family, life, things you go through. You got to take it serious, bro. And I take everything that I do serious. I love my family just as much as I love my career. So I take my career just as serious as I take my family, vice versa. You
Indeed,
know what I mean?
indeed.
And there's no one before the other. You know what I mean? I keep it at a moderate rate where everything gets taken care of when it's supposed to. And I feel like that's how people should work. It works out better for you that way, man. To
Indeed.
all my people that got, kids and things of that nature, bro, you gotta make it work, bro. You gotta be there in all aspects.
And I asked that question not to throw your equilibrium off, but to help the typical artist, right? Because remember, as an artist, no matter what genre of music,
Yeah,
you're still trying to find balance.
absolutely.
You know, there's some individuals that grow into music without relationships, right?
Yeah,
Without kids. And we also got to separate the fact that you're not separate from your kids or your wife. You're all in the same household, right? How do you find the balance, right? As a matter of fact, where's your coping mechanisms, right? When there's a life conflict.
you know what? I'm gonna keep it a stack. Lately, it's been God, straight up. I go to God for everything at this point. I go to God for everything when I'm having tough times, when it might be with the music, when being a father is not easy. So I might have my days like I found out very soon into fatherhood that you're never gonna be perfect,
Indeed.
but we tend to beat ourselves up. So I just kind of get down on my knees, pause.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And I pray. I might do it standing up. Shit, I might do it 2 seconds on my day. I just might take a minute.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that tend to get me through the day. That and some Mary Jane. You heard? Straight up.
You know, how do you separate your quality of sound? Matter of fact, not even the quality of sound, but those lyrics. One more again, because I wanna show the amalgamation of your music and a family man. Where do you say, okay, I can't say but so much because my son is listening, my daughter is of age.
I'm not gonna. For me, it just started happening. I started watching the transition, watching my son grow for the most part. Like I wasn't too, I wasn't being too mindful when I just had daughters, and it's weird because it was like, my daughters don't really listen to hip hop. They kind of in a different world, and it's easier to control their narrative when they're younger. But with a boy, they look up to you. They want to be like you. And my son is like, he's one of them kids, bro. He adores me. So that me having a son kind of made me a little more self conscious. But I like to think of it as it's an art, bro. You know what I
Indeed.
mean? You got to know how to separate the artistry and what's going on in real life, because a lot of this is, storytelling is not what everybody think it is, bro. Artistry consists of fiction and nonfiction. You know what I mean? So I just explain that to my son and let him understand that it's music, and music comes in all aspects. It's based off my experiences. You know what I mean? And he takes it primarily well. He's not really into what I'm saying. He's just into the moment I'm in.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? He's paying attention to how many people are attracted to what I got going on. I'm on YouTube to him, so yeah. But I think I'm handling it well. I don't think he's taking heed to some of the negative things that may be in the content. You know what I mean? I don't think he looks at it from that perspective.
As a brand, do you feel that because we see I see you as a brand, right? I see Psy Money as a brand
Yeah.
outside of just the music itself and every other element that you got to maintain a full-fledged. But Psy Money as a brand, we talk about family. How important is health to you?
Oh man, it's become extremely important at the age I'm at. Like, that's another thing that took me a while to kind of really pay attention to, bro. Just speeding, trying to live life and not really worrying about the back end and how you feeling internally. That'll catch up on you. And like I said, as I get older, I want to be around. You know what I mean? And I want to feel a certain way. I want to be youthful for as long as I could possibly be, man. And I just encourage everyone to really work on being healthy. Working out is important. I think working out at a certain age is mandatory.
Indeed.
So you might see me on the gram in the gym. That's not even a joke. That's for real. That's me. I do that every day. I try to eat good. You know what I mean? It's important, bro. It's very important, bro. Life is important, and that's where the longevity lies and good health. You know.
So, when we talk about health, right, we talk about the totality of health, from the physicality to the elements of your mental and your emotions.
Yeah.
Has music been a great coping mechanism for you?
Absolutely. It's helped me get through so much, bro. It's been life saving, and if I could say that, I don't know, man. I don't know where I'd be without music, bro. I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to get the stories and the expression and the feeling across as well without it. What I'm feeling, what I'm going through, how I see things. You know what I mean? Music is just a great lane for me to do that. So I definitely use it as something that's like it's a part of my therapeutic process.
Right.
You know what I mean, bro? Like it's important.
Very much important. I ask that once again, not to throw the equilibrium off, but just to help you understand, the importance of projecting. When you project into a community or a world that's looking at you, in this day and time, we have to understand that you, the brand, has to be fulfilled physically and mentally. But you're only human, and you may experience in life on life terms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I ask that question, it's a thought. It's a thought. It's a great thought to that, because I find that, interviewing young men in hip hop, some experience trauma.
Yeah.
Some experience depression.
I know I have. Yeah.
Right. Some experience so much
Yeah.
and use it as a channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Has there been times where you were depressed? And I'm not saying where you're actually down and out, but you were depressed and you just said, you know what, I need to get in the studio.
Plenty of times. And it necessarily even didn't really correlate. Like, it wasn't me going to the studio talking about what had me in a depressed state. It's just the coping mechanism part. You know what I mean? Me being able to go somewhere and do something I love and shit like that, bro. So it's like I definitely had times where I was going through shit and I hit the booth. Or not even necessarily hit the booth, just being musically like a music area, something of networking. It could have been anything, bro. Just getting out there. Sometimes you got to get out your head, and that's a great way for me to get out of my head. You know what I mean?
Woo. Si, I've known you. You would have thought I've known you all your life, right?
Word.
In the 5 to 6 years that we've known each other, we established a great bond.
Absolutely.
One of the great things that I love about our bond, and better yet, your team, because now I've become part of a team. How important is team to you?
Very important, bro. It's very important. Probably one of the most important things, one of the most important aspects of being an artist is a team. Whether it's a large amount of dudes or people, or it's a small circle of you guys. It's very important. I take it serious. I'm in communication with everybody who I consider on a team with me every day or every other day, and the criticism that I get and the things that everybody does, the places that people put themselves and how they help me and become an asset to what I'm doing, it's important, bro. So, yeah, man, it's good to have a healthy relationship with those you and your team with. Stay communicative all the time, because you never want what's going on to come in between. You know what I mean? The elevation, what's going on outside of the music to come in between what you got going on with your team. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
They keep you rolling. It's like the wheels. It's vital.
How many projects you currently have out as of now, including the mixtapes?
I think I got 5.
Okay.
I got 5 because I did my first tape I ever did was on that Piff. That was called Just the Beginning.
How old were you around that time?
Like 26. 26. That was my first tape I ever dropped. 26 years old. Word.
You know, of course, we the question of being asked, have you evolved, right? How do you think you evolved lyrically?
Man, a whole lot.
In what sense?
And mad different aspects like the wordplay, the vocabulary, the versatility, the topic. You know, and that's all based off experiences, bro. Like that's really based off me having bad and good days and bad and good experiences.
Right.
Like I've been in places and been damn near booed, and went to places and turned the spot up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's transition in so many ways, bro. Just from being a student and a sponge and not feeling like I know everything. I'm never in the room trying to, you know what I mean? I'm always on learning mode. Like I might be watching another artist at a showcase and he might do some shit and I might be like, yo, I'm gonna do that. I'll be stealing shit from people because that's what this is about, bro. You know what I mean? This is, you gotta learn as you go, bro.
So with that being said, have you felt that from that first project to your latest project, the quality of songs changed?
Absolutely.
The cadence.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, it has, bro. Like even with, like if you pay attention to like the latest project, the diversity, the song choice, these are things that you learn while you in motion. While you dropping. That's why they tell you got to consistently drop, because that's how you learn. You know what I mean? This is how you build with the crowd that you're targeting, and you figure out what they like about you. And those are some of the things that's kind of been happening, bro. So I take heed to all of that. You know what I mean? I take the constructive criticism. I criticize myself well. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's definitely been a huge level up. I've been hearing it a lot from the people who listen, bro, and it's good to hear.
Tell me about the Right series, man. Please.
Right.
And I need you to break down the definition behind right, the acronyms. Break it all down.
Right is something I started doing. Right, you know what's crazy? Right is mad organic. Right is something I started doing in my rhymes at first. At first it had no meaning. It was just a sound that I leaned to. It was like an ad lib that I would use a lot. And then as time progressed, we talk about branding and shit like that. And I kind of started seeing how it was sticking to me and becoming something people were noticing me for. You know what I mean? So it was like, that's when I started to get creative, and when I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna run with it. You know what I mean? And then through figuring that out, I started coming up with acronyms like reality is taught every day. Like when I first started promoting it, that was solely what I was doing, was promoting what it meant. I was going up marketing direction, putting it on shirts, stuff like that. And man, the people, they reacted to it so well.
And one more again, with clarity, give me that, the acronyms.
Reality is taught every day was one of them. And that was something I felt like. And another one was routine is the enemy, which was also something I kind of strongly believe in. Like, you know what I mean? You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over again. You got to challenge yourself, get uncomfortable as much as possible in this game of life, bro.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
So with those acronyms, how hard was it to keep to the element of the definition behind right? Because now you put the music out, and for that fan that's paying attention, get some hella fire
Yeah.
the critique.
Yeah.
They'll show the comparisons. They'll show the contradictions. How hard was it to maintain that element of sticking to right?
Just honestly, consistently being true to myself. Consistently knowing that I was doing this with an organic, genuine vibe. And it felt good. I was comfortable, and I don't tend to watch people and whatever people say and what they do. I listen, but I keep it moving, and I take it for what it's worth, and I keep it going. And like I said, bro, eventually people will adapt to what you're doing if you put it in their face enough.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? So that's what I did, man. And now you go on the gram, you go on social media, everybody, they comment, right. I don't even got to say nothing. Like, it's self-explanatory, you know what I mean?
When
you hear that shit, when the record come on.
Indeed.
And you hear, right, you know who it is.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, when you first put that first project up under that brand itself, where were you at with it mentally?
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was definitely in a different space mentally. But I didn't even think I was going to be on a sequel vibe. Like, I didn't see that far out. I was just kind of like going with the energy, the organic energy. It felt good. I like to do it when it feels good. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So it was one of those things where I kind of like, as time progressed, I started trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go, and that's when it started feeling right. Like, I like the way I do these projects because it's 5 records, and each and every record is good. It's a great record. It's not a long process to listen to. So if you in a V or something, it's 5 dope records. Each record is almost like 2 to 2.5 minutes. One might be 2 minutes. You got 16, 17 minutes of straight smoke. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen how that worked, and when I first, I did the boom bap. I did that original boom bap sound, right, the first go round. But I was like, yo, I want to continue to do this. And when I do continue to do this and transition to the second part, I wanted to elevate. I know people kind of expected me to do the boom bap entirely again, and I knew I was going to throw people off. Like, and I received the criticism, both good and bad. But I think it has a lot to do with showing the growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to make songs that separate us.
Indeed.
Music for women, and that's what you hear on this latest project. It's like you hear the diversity. Like, okay, he got something anthemy. He got another joint that you make you feel like y'all love the Bronx. You got another joint that's straight pain. Then you got 2 records on there. One for the ladies who they want to feel good. Then you got another record that's a little more intimate. You know what I mean? But it's still 5 records, and it's only 17 minutes.
So let's go back to the first volume, right?
Yeah.
Right one. Give me your favorite song.
Yo, that's crazy, because when I first made the tape, my favorite song was Paid Performance. that was my joint. That was the joint. That was the anthem. Like, everybody was jacking it as far as the in crowd. Like, before it was released, they was like, yo, this is the one. And when I dropped it, the tape, meaning what I'm saying, the way Goku transitioned, it was like, it grew on me. And what I noticed is people liked it more than they liked Paid Performance. It had a different effect. Same kind of sound, but 2 different vibes, you know what I'm saying? And Goku, it got that knock. So I want to say Goku, like, now Goku is like my favorite joint on there. I ain't even gonna front. Like, I still perform that at shows right now. And they go crazy, you know what I'm saying? So
let's fast forward.
Yeah.
Right. Part 2.
Part 2, volume 2.
Volume 2.
Yeah.
Recently just been placed out to the world, right?
Yeah, man. Make sure you stream it if you haven't, too.
Please do. Where we at with it? I mean, because as you stated, it has a myriad of different sounds. Yeah, but the great thing about it is that lyrically, it still puts you in a great zone. I remember, us talking about the sound, right? Us saying what should be incorporated, and I'm not just saying me per se. I mean the team wise. You went to each individual.
Yeah, you was definitely there.
Right. So I had to reprogram the mindset when you sent me those songs, because I was in boom bap mode, right?
Right.
But I still heard the lyrics in a song that was summary, right? A song that was worldly. I still heard the lyrics, so it took me a while. I had to marinate. Not that I didn't like it initially.
Right. And which is respectable.
Right, right. How hard was that? Once again, as for the team, right? Because remember, you have age brackets in your team. You have different elements of age brackets in your team. How hard was that to say, okay, we're gonna do this though? We're gonna stick with these songs, this one, that one, because it was a myriad of different songs that you had to pick out of a batch.
Yeah, that's what they don't know. Like, they think that's where it ends.
Right, right. So how hard was it to pick those 5 songs?
Honestly, it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer because it was all off the vibe. Mm-hmm. It was how we felt about the music. It was like when everybody heard the music, like you said, it was still so good yet different that it was never a point when we was like, nah, it just made us change the direction. Like after one song, it was like, yo, you gotta make another song similar on that pocket where it was like, it's not the same, but it's different. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was, and that's what I started doing. I was feeding off the energy from one song after another. And like you said, some of them didn't make the cut. We had to revamp and go back and revisit a few times. We even had got into a few issues. You know. But eventually, we went off the vibe. We went off what we felt. We went off the growth. We went off the maturity. Like, where are you at in all honesty as a person?
Right.
Like, let's give them that. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about shit? Like, and it's like, it felt right. You know what I mean?
You know, and I like this, man. I remember you bringing Green Guard to
Shout out to my brother Green Guard.
Green Guard. Also, this when I tell you this young man,
Sniper. That boy a sniper.
you know, his from the producing to the singing to the quality of songs that they put out, right? When Sal brought him to my attention, it was amazing, y'all, that he lit up.
Yeah.
Even if we were on the phone, you can hear how amped he was. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How much of a plus was he to you when y'all revisited y'all chemistry?
Oh man, that's what kind of elevated me to the sound. Green Guard is a vital piece to the project, and if you listen to it, you'll hear that. You'll see that when you look at the track list, and you know he's more than just an artist. He's a producer, bro. He produced Huge Stepper. You know what I mean? For those that don't know, so it's like he was very important, bro. And Green Guard been around for a long time, so he kind of came back around at the perfect time. It was like we needed that space.
Indeed.
And then when we came back, it was like he grew in some ways as well. He been through some stuff, so it was like it was just perfect. Like Green Guard was definitely an important piece of this whole tape. Like he's everywhere on this tape.
Song by song, each song possibly try to give me your best line.
On Right Too.
Yes. 5 songs.
What I got Head Now. On Head Now. On Head Now, it's either 2 out of 2. It's either the Michael Jackson line I said about.
I don't know what we
said. What I said. Then I took. See, it's like a whole fall bars because I said I sold crack on the same block Joe cracked from. Then I took trips with the work and bought back some, and had the fiends dancing in the line like the Jacksons. That's definitely my favorite line on there. On Huge Stepper. I don't know, man. Huge Stepper was crazy. Like it was elevating as the song progressed. But I think it was when I said, Revolver clear the scene, so we ain't leaving a molecule. They dry like the weed that break down the dust particles. Play retarded and the shot'll rip a part of you. Take his life and have him reading about it in the article. I was spilling on that joint. Bad, that's the joint I did for the females. I want to say the favorite, I don't even have a favorite line on Bad. I think the hook for me is my favorite part of the whole song. Like it's just the whole setup, the way it go from "Baby You Bad" and then he go "How You Got the Body." It's like it's a vibe. You know what I mean? He get to really show y'all what he really built like. You know what I mean? And I think the world need to hear that. So "Bad" is definitely that. Worse is definitely that pain. When I said something about, I said he could have got a scholarship, pound for it's getting fast. Yeah, I said he could have got a scholarship instead of making powder flip, cause getting fast cash is the fastest way to get acknowledgement. You know what I mean? I was talking about where I'm from, and I was in that bag. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about shit. That was definitely that. That's four. I got 5 drinks. The last one, which is Affair, featuring Green Guard. I don't know, man. The first verse, I don't know. The second verse, I was like, I don't know. I don't even remember that drink like that. Affair.
Don't worry about it. Cause I'm taking him there.
Yeah.
He gonna come back to that though. But
yeah, that's crazy because it's like I got so many raps, bro.
You know, Sa, we've been putting out EPs, right?
Yeah.
How long will you allow Right to bubble before you move forward?
Not too long. I'm about to come right back at them. Pause, man. I'm about to turn this shit up. It's about consistency for me right now. I'm at a level in life where I really don't got time to play around.
Indeed.
So this is what I do. This is my career, other than being a father and
Indeed.
a husband. So I take it serious, man. I'm about to hit him in the head again. We about to drop another project. Me and Green Guard collaborating on a different type of level. Like we creating something. Yeah, that shit going crazy, right? Yeah. But yeah, we about to drop a tape called The Heavyweights. That'll be me and Green Guard. Me and Green Guard like Stockton them alone. And they shall see soon. So definitely that's something that's coming right behind this. We already in the works. We already in song choice, creating and recording.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Who's inspiring you right now, music wise? And it can be all genres of music.
Who inspires me music wise right now? I don't know, man. I think I inspire myself.
Okay, self-motivation.
I'm tired of giving these guys credit, man. These niggas don't give us no credit. These the underdogs, you know what I'm saying?
Well, from the underdog's perspective, any emerging artists?
I love all of the emerging artists.
Okay.
See, me, when it comes to the people they don't know about, I'll be real fans of them niggas. You know what I mean? I could go on for days about people that I'm
Give me
following.
5.
5. And some of them I don't even know.
That's all right, but sometimes that's
some of them I don't even know. Like it's a young kid that I've been following. I don't even know where he's from. I think his name is like Little Nas. He's blonde. This nigga on the gram going crazy every day, just flowing. He's like 14 years old. Definitely one of my favorite because he talking. Nobody might not even know.
And that's all right.
You know all right. But I don't even know if I said his name right. But him, who else I like right now? Who do I listen to besides myself? I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's not an emerging artist, bro. But I still tend to like listen to like
Okay.
Like I listen to a lot.
P, that is.
P. Like I listen to all but like emerging artists right now, I love the slizzy shit. Like I love the Cash Cobain shit. Like, I'm a huge fan of Bass Swag and them niggas, bro.
Okay.
Because although it's mad controversial, because people like, it's not New York. I feel like it's mad New York. And I feel like it's just mad creative, bro.
Indeed.
And I just love the way they moving as a team. I love how all of them got their individual lanes. You know what I mean? It's great. It's great for the city, bro. You know what I mean? Them as a whole unit.
Well, that can.
That.
Yeah, and so the greater thing about it, And it doesn't necessarily mean the music per se. It can be the team. It can be
It's so
how
right, yeah.
the structure,
right.
every element of how they move. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as you stated, the first individual that you stated, they don't necessarily have to be in your age bracket. They could be younger, but if they have what it takes, we gonna give them that.
Yeah, young boy, nice.
With that being said, man, anything else you want to bring to the table?
Oh nah, man. I would say just be on the lookout, bro. We about to drop another video for the project very soon, so be on the lookout for that. That's coming. Yeah, new music coming. Bunch of dope features in the work. I got a lot of shit in the tuck, so just be on the lookout, bro. If you've been following Sound Money, then you know I don't stop.
Say that.
You know that. You know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, man, oh man,
yeah,
we about to get into a new single, y'all.
Yeah, let's do it. We doing something different.
Totally different. And I want to say this. He's setting the tone. Sound Money setting the tone.
Right.
I didn't think of this idea, man. This was spontaneous. So we're about to get into that single. And what's the name of it again?
Huge Stepper. It's out right now. Video out right now. You know what I mean?
I know it was Huge Stepper. That's my new title as well. That's my new terminology as well.
That's how we talking.
We gone. Salute.
Salute.